Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to BADDEC 28. Welcome back to Crossout. Now, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to any of my content, you should know that I am terrified of doing things live. And I tried getting over that terror by streaming, but things just got messed up. And anyways, so I'm doing my secondary live, which is talking while playing the game. Again, if you're new to this channel, I do 98% of all of my talking in post-production when I'm nice and calm and relaxed, cool and collected. When I get stressed out, oh my God, I become a very, I hesitate to use the word toxic person because I don't really cuss a lot, but I get carried away. I get very carried away. I start calling names. I start trash talking. And it's just, I'm trying to reserve myself these days. So I don't really like doing things live. But today we're doing things live. And I really appreciate you guys watching. So we're gonna start with going through my rigs. I got a request specifically to do a breakdown of the Snaggletooth and all that fun stuff. So that's what we're going to get into here. First and foremost, I built the Snaggletooth while looking at a picture. What picture is that? I don't have it anymore. It's been 3 years. I found a picture of a police SUV on the internets and I slapped it up next to the monitor and I just started building off of it and arranging the parts around in different directions until it looked right. I think that or until it fit, and I was like, that's nice, but I don't like how the slope goes into the fender here, so let's do this. Let's flip it upside down, and yeah, that looks good. I like that, but nah, I don't like that I don't like this little void right there. So let's flip it around. There we go. That looks nice. That's basically what I do. I take apart, and I see how it looks best on the rig. It looks better like that. I try to shield things. It's not like you can shield the hawk very well, but you can shield its little pod that it comes in. It's got a hover catcher up here on top. This is basically to do damage underneath hovers. When you get on a hover and you got them caught on your tail hook there, you just start doing circles under them like that, nice and tight. See, this Snaggletooth has front steering and rear steering in order to help with really nice tight turns. And this guy right here, this terrible bar right up in front, that's specifically to knock off hover pods. Yeah, you drive right up. So hover's not paying attention to who you are. You drive right up and knock it off with a little love tap from the terrible bar there. We'll go through the triggers right now. Okay, so the sidekick loaded up front kicks off to the right of the rig. The sidekick in the rear kicks off to the left of the rig. And of course the hawk is up on top. The rift is specifically to... the rift is connected to the generator, and the generator isn't touching anything else other than the rift. That's a very specific because I've got these two booms here connected underneath the rig attached to buggy floor. And these guys are to take out armor. And, okay, these guys do a lot of things. These guys do a lot of things. Let me show you just one of what these things do. So, all right, let's pop off our little sidekick. Oh, interference, interference. Let's not let this guy get off any of his incinerators on us. And a mine. See, hoverpod taken right off there. The terrible bar did its job. Anyways, let's reset here so we don't have. You got to see the terrible bar do its job. Let's go where we will not be disturbed. Oh, we're gonna be disturbed here too. Dumb bots. Yeah, dumb bots. Okay, so let's pop off that little sidekick. And come here, come here. He's locked onto my little plane over here. So what I am trying to do there, oh, almost had him. All right, from time to time, when the sidekicks are sitting idle on the battleground, not able to lock on anything, I use those front forks, the booms there, to herd the little sidekick around. Let's get far enough away to where he just goes idle. Stop moving around. Uh-huh. All right, he's gone idle. He's trying to stay next to me. There we go, I got him. Ah, I had him. Anyways, you get the idea. In battle, it works out a lot better. All right, enough farting around. Let's get to the build, huh? We're going to tediously remove these stickers here. Oh, again, if you're new to this channel, even if you're a long timer to my content, I had a production suite that I had for many, many years, and I'm not going to mention it because I'm kind of upset with it. But I went and bought a copy of it off of the shelf back in 2017, had it installed onto my hard drive, and that's what I used for many, many, many years. They've recently gone subscription based, and my permanent copy is no longer valid. I'm really upset about that. So I no longer have access to my production suite, not without paying subscription, and I'm kind of over most of all of that. Back to this. This is going to be kind of tedious because I can't edit. I can't edit anything. I've got to do it all live. So let's get into it. Let's break all this armor down. That's not what I wanted to grab. Let's grab that. Come on. I hope everybody is having a so far so good New Year's. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world right now. I woke up this morning. I woke up yesterday morning to hear about earthquakes in Japan. I woke up this morning to hear about plane crashes in Japan. Japan's not doing so well, is it? And then there's all the other nuts, crazy stuff going on in the world. But okay. Oh, nope, there's a little bit there. There it is. So this is the basic armor setup for the side. It's not very much, but it all has its uses. And then you see I got the sidekick up front here. We got the hot red in between the cabin and the sidekick. Sidekick in the rear up top. Oh, more armor. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer each and every one of them, unless it's mean and toxic trash talking crap about drones. I do not respond to that stuff. If you've got a problem with drone users, like a legitimate problem with drone users, then, you know, my channel is not for you, because that's what I do. I am relegated to using drones. You know, just because I use them doesn't mean I like them. I'm just really, really bad at keeping the crosshairs on things. So that's one reason I'm super happy about the addition of the Starfall. The Starfall, I've got one of them from the Battle Pass. I'm working on my bearings so I can get myself a second Starfall. And yeah, I really like the flak aspect of the Starfall. How it explodes flak around the target if you miss it. And I've seen a lot of people on the YouTubes trying to get the perk all the time and not being happy with how the Starfall performs because you can't get the perk all the time. Well, that's the don't be so focused on getting the perk all the time. Just shoot at your target, and when you miss, you'll get the perk. You know, seriously, that's how it's designed. I'm doing this slowly. I have this idea that if I do this slowly like this, it'll give you guys time to build it while I'm taking it apart. And you can see it, you know, okay, I'm gonna need this piece, I'm gonna need this piece. Snaggletooth is a multi-faction rig. You are going to need to have pretty much prestige in every faction in order to build the Snaggletooth. That's just how I roll. Oh, I forgot to show you my little duck. This little ducky is the one that is controlling the rig. It is using that little controller into the radio, and the radio is going to the rig. He's my little driver. One of the deadliest duckies in all the 7K wasteland. See, you might have noticed a theme about this thing. is there's a lot of passive melee on it. That's the way to go. Passive melee is awesome. See, this rig, we'll get into that. I was about to jump the gun. I haven't finished taking off all the armor. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I really don't. I mean, I've been playing this rig for the better part of my 3 years in Crossout. Got my start. Let's talk about where I got my start in building. I got my start in building with Lincoln logs in the kindergartens. And then we went to, when I was old enough and stopped shoving foreign objects into my mouth, we moved to Legos. Uh-oh. I think I've switched voices. I think I'm talking like Diesel again. Bah, whatever. If you're new to this channel, I do cartoon voices and character voices, and from time to time I slip into those voices when I'm just zoning out. When I get into that headspace of that character, I kind of start talking like that character. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Some people might call that psychotic, but those are people who are just not in the know. Okay. So these two booms here, when these two booms get used, boom, boom. You got this generator here, which is feeding you 2 extra power that you don't need, which is also now a liability. So you hit the rift, boom, boom, the generator disappears. That's what that's for. Now you can see the frame of the Snaggletooth. This thing is built to fall apart. All right, it's built so when this frame gets taken out, I still got that frame, that frame, that frame. When this frame gets taken out, I still got those frames. And the wonderful part about the Snaggletooth is that if this entire side gets taken out, if I'm missing wheels on one side, it's still got enough power and steering to drag me around the entirety of the battlefield. You know, and that's vice versa. If this whole side gets taken out, I've still got enough power and steering to drag me around the battlefield. It's very nice. This extra frame up front is specifically to take ramming damage so that these frames don't take the ramming damage. You know, when you plow into somebody, your frames take damage. And if your frame frames are like that, then these frames are going to take damage. Even if there's a what do we got? Even if there's a frame right there, this frame's going to take the damage. These frames are still going to take the damage. So you don't want that. Put something up front. That'll take the damage. Not much to it, huh? Not much to it. Now, let's see here. Let us reassemble. And then we'll do this. We're going to strip it down, and I'm going to show you the PS of it without all the armor. Okay, with only what it needs. .1, 5.2. We'll call it 5.2K. Okay. Without all the armor, this is a 5.2K rig. That's basically like my my style. That's my style. I like the special tier when it comes to the how the game performs for me, like this teal aquamarine colored tier is like just right, especially if you know. Okay, we got an epic cabin. Yes, epic cabin, special wheels, special weapons, rare radar because it doesn't take any points to use, epic engine because that also doesn't take any energy points to use. Some people would recommend that you use the cheetah for your drones because the cheetah has a perk that helps your drones reload faster, and some people would recommend that you use a Genesis micro factory. I think that's the item. Oh, I can't even spell Genesis. Yeah, that's for drones. Increases the number of launched drones by 25%. But I do not recommend using a Genesis. You can use a cheetah if you want, but I don't recommend using a Genesis. The Genesis just isn't worth it. It is too explosive, and if you know how to deploy your drones right, you don't need them. Look at the bottom of my screen. Are all my drones clustered on one trigger? No, they aren't. They're separated, so I can drop one off there behind somebody if I need to, which gives me an extra 10% durability in my resistance to all damage, and then I can drop one right there next to somebody if I need to, which gives me 20% durability resistance to all damage. And if somebody starts chasing me because they see me dropping drones behind people, I can deploy this hawk, giving me 30% resistance to all damage. And you know what? That hawk is usually the first thing to go, because they're all focused on me, but they don't see the sidekicks trailing behind them, locked onto them, and I can turn around while they're focused on the hawk and BAM! Right into their sides with a freaking T-bone surprise. Skewer them, make them into a shish kebab with my boomsticks. Yeah. Let's see how well all my talk is gonna handle. Hold up. Let's see if I can walk the walk. There we go. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Let's see if I can talk the talk and walk the walk. Let's see how long this queue times are. On this, the 2nd of January, with earthquakes in Japan and plane crashes in Japan. Hey, 30 seconds. Fantastic. How many? Oh, we got a lot of people, only one bot. Not even yep, we only got one bot. All right. Hopefully I've got the volume turned down enough that I do not get drowned out. Let's see what's going on here. We got a cap can over there. Oh. There's people down there. I don't know if we're going to win this one, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if we're going to win this one. That was a bad decision. That was definitely a bad decision. Let's get out of here. Almost made it out. There's something going on back here. Oh, yep. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Oh, you may have noticed that even as we're all melting, I didn't jump out of the battle. I was just clicking where I thought people should focus. Me and my 74 points. Yep. Fantastic display. Still got 23 scrap for my 74 points. I'm very happy about getting 23 scrap instead of 12 for my 74 points. It's a lot more scrap, double the scrap. If I would only gotten 12 if I jumped out of the battle. I'm not taking shots at anybody. This is just my reasoning for why I stay in a battle, personally. You do you. You guys do you. But that was not fun. Let's see what happens in the next one. I've got so many fireworks already. Do I still have those fireworks? Fireworks. Yeah, there they are. I got so many freaking fireworks. I'm done. I don't have to impress anybody. I'm not here to impress anyone. This video was to be about a breakdown of the Snaggletooth, so hopefully you guys can build it or variations of it to help you out in your trials through the wasteland. So yeah, we're at 30 minutes. I'm glad I'm calling it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys around.